Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host, Brian.
All right, buddy.
Back, it is Traitors Thursday. This is the Traitors USA Season 3, Episode 5. It's our full reaction and review. Make sure you like, subscribe here on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Like I said, we are covering Series 3 on UK. Tomorrow night, Friday, January 24th, is the finale. So we will have a review out for that. And obviously, we'll be back next week. Brian, we may be back next week. The traders may be back next week, but like these traders are doing everything in their power to just blow up and ruin this season as quickly as possible.
You know what, man? Like it's crazy to watch, but man, I'm loving how stupid that like Danielle looks, man. It's bringing a smile to my face at all times how dumb she is. She is a dummy, man. She's dumb. Big
Uh,
Brother sucks. I just they suck at everything. They suck on Deal or No Deal. They suck on this show. They suck on their own show. They like how you did she win a season?
no, no, her whole thing is that
Oh, right,
people
because
consider her to be
Brittany
the
eliminated
greatest
her.
Big Brother player who never won.
Give me a break. Big Gator, big Gator. What are we doing here? Like, this has got to be a case study of how not to play a game.
There was a lot of shocking and out of character moves for Danielle, who frankly has done a pretty decent job with the rest of the faithful. She's had a few people sussing on her, but nothing enough to be really challenged and brought up at a round table or really gain enough speed for her to have to really sweat it outside of rumors. Um, yeah, the performance in the challenge was baffling, Brian. I mean, downright baffling. The acting was bad. The petrified look was bad. She turned even her own friends into completely sussing her, which there is a 0% chance that she could win the season. She would never make it to the end, regardless of the knife fight that's about to break out on the table next week. But look, in this review, I literally we intentionally titled this "The Dumbest Traitor Ever." Just made the case for Danielle, and there's more things we could even say as we kind of unravel this episode. But I kind of want to pose the idea that you could literally make this about any of the three traders that we have right now. You have Boston Rob. People could say objectively a great player, but multiple players now have completely spelled out his game out as a hypothetical. It's
Yeah.
he's not doing something revolutionary. He probably did come in too hot. And Carolyn's such a goddamn nutball herself, how she is. Yeah, she made it to the final of Survivor because you people are doing the same damn thing that they did on that show. They're just treating her like some crackhead and who's like, oh, she's just crazy. Like, just it's like, and that's not a pun about her actual history, but that's what they're like treating her like. And finally, this episode, her being herself so much had finally made people be like, she's acting kind of crazy. Maybe she could be suspicious. And her finding out about Danielle now, they're literally just they're gonna like I said, it's gonna be a knife fight with the rest of them all next week and maybe the week after. They're just blowing up all their covers, and I don't really want that this early.
This is the type of thing that I think is going to get Rob to stick around for like 2 more weeks
Yep.
because Carolyn has done nothing in these roundtables. She's voted with the group every single time. As soon as she opens her mouth and yells based off that preview, how can you not clock her? You know what I mean? Like she did a complete 180 of how she's been acting at the round table. That is to me, if you're gonna call people suspicious from just looking around, that to me would be suspicious if I'm like somebody there. You know what I mean? Like even
I
just the way she was
agree.
acting when Dylan was like, "You need to bring it up at the round table." Like I'd be like, "Why?" Like you're like it's just somebody said it. It doesn't mean that I need. I'm not gonna defend. You know what I mean? It just she's completely doing what she wasn't doing before, and that's kind of like, oh, my name's out there. You know what I mean? Like
They being Carolyn and Danielle are classic. They do the whole tower in the turret in the beginning, and they're pissed at Rob, and Rob explains his reasonings, and he's transparent with them. Hey, Bob came for me. If you one of you came for me, I would come for you, but I'm not gunning for you guys. But she's actually telling the truth at the moment. He's not gunning for them. But both of them in their confessionals are saying, I hate Rob so much. I don't want him to control me. They both individually say it. But so these two goofballs decide to target each other.
Well, that's where Danielle's dumb. I think like, you need to like kind of go in with Carolyn. But Rob is. I don't agree with like how Rob handled it, but he's actually that's what he does though. Like he's done those things. Like if you target him, he's gonna come after you. Like it's just not good for this type of game. Like in Survivor, you can kind of do it. You know what I mean? Because like you don't have a chance. Like you can rally the votes and like know ahead of time. And I think he's gonna skate by. I think like if when they start arguing each other and they get one of them out, I think it's gonna like
Your
put like
t-shirt, Brian, is perfect. This is what's happening.
yeah.
These two idiots are just pointing at each other, and that's what's gonna happen next week. And Rob, who was definitely picking up suspicion, like you see him in the trailer, he's got his head like on the table, almost like, oh my God, these
Like
fucking.
so the perfect scenario for me, honestly, would be Carolyn goes home next week. I would celebrate. That'd be amazing. And then I think Danielle, if she tried to go for Rob, I think Danielle could undress her, or Rob could undress her with just like her antics in the challenge. You know what I mean? Like I
I
think you
think
can come up
Danielle's
on the
going
fly.
down. I think
What?
Danielle's going down versus Carolyn. I think Danielle's going down.
I don't know, man. I think they could. I think it's 50-50, honestly. Because
I
if
don't think
she
it's gonna
sparked
be
that doubt
overwhelming
into
one
people,
way,
like
but I do think that
Brittany could come to her defense.
it really does decide if people decide to make a strategic move.
Yeah,
And
I
so
mean,
it's
it's
a vote.
that's kind of what it kind of is exciting. Like, I think either could go.
Oh, I have no idea, but my gut is that Danielle is going to go. But
I just think Carolyn shouldn't have done that. I don't think, or she hasn't done it yet, but it looks like she's going to do it. I don't think she should be freaking out. I just think it's completely different than what she's done. That's just my opinion on what I think about that.
we did have a murder and a banishment this episode, Brian, going back to the top of the episode with Robin. So the housewife hunting did continue. Uh, I didn't think it was a bad vote out. There could have been some more dramatic ones, but it didn't seem like people were really focusing on that they were housewives. I think that they're almost like numb to that now.
Yeah, I don't think it matters anymore. I'm just happy that Gabby stuck around. I wouldn't want to lose Gabby to yet. I think
Well,
Rob made good points about why not to get rid of these people. They're not unified, and then they get rid of Nikki later in the episode. So I thought it was the right move.
I gotta say, and some of our viewers obviously are definitely selling Sunset viewers, but I can't tell you how happy it made me that Chrishell's like big arc this episode was her being emotional and scared to throw out something that we all knew already was completely wrong and stupid, and you're gonna betray your friend. It was Chef's kiss. And I'm telling you, if you watch that show, you would feel exactly the same way. She's not even a bad person. She's just like insufferable sometimes. And then again, to see all the crying and all that,
Oh,
just
it makes
being
me
dead
laugh.
wrong was so goddamn funny.
Every single person's like, "I love you, but I hope we can still be
They're
friends."
sheep, Brian. They're sheep
Yeah,
on this season, especially. Like everyone's looking right, everyone's looking. He was like, it's like unanimous. You guys are idiots. Like,
yeah,
even I think it was what was it? It was Efron saying that he even had the wrong vote, but like he didn't pick that person. He's like, you guys are like unanimous that
yeah. I
you.
mean, I gotta respect Dylan. I hope Dylan's here till like the end. He's the only one to me that's like actually not following the pack. And just
Well,
speak to
Derek is big brother's last hope because he does know correctly that it's Rob, but he's holding his time to try to take the shot. So I don't know how long he's going to wait. I mean, next week obviously is not going to be about Rob. It seems like it's going to be
yeah,
about the other two, but following that, Rob I
yeah.
think is back on the table.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see how we got to see how it plays out because these guys are dumb. The faithful are very dumb. I just want to stay on the Rochelle for a second. The Tom quote, "Hey, I know you don't like me, but I respect."
I love how Tom Sandoval is just going so under the radar, and that's what I
Look,
want. I
he
just
he had a
want.
Tom Riddle reference today. I thought
He
was
said,
funny.
yeah, getting kind of my Tom Riddle vibe. Like
Look, I know people want to crap on him because of what happened, but like,
he's great TV.
I think I don't understand. Like, I just don't get it. It's just people just want to follow
I think
again,
these people
following the
that are on
pack.
this show have done way worse, and that you see on like, come on now, like let's be real.
I don't think
Like
he's been that bad. I mean, I really, I don't think he's been that bad. He's
he
just
isn't
weird.
bad on this show at all. If you've never
No,
seen him before, you wouldn't think anything bad about this
well,
dude. You
I've
think
been
he's
reading some
like
of the Reddits. The
goofy.
Reddits. I just think people are so on Team Ariana that no matter what, it's the same thing that Chris Shell did the first episode.
Same thing she did this episode. She took him
Yeah.
down right away and she kept making the jokes. Oh, this is so hard. That's like, okay, I know you hate me, whatever. Everyone else here kind of likes me, so like, please stop it.
Yeah.
I'm like a 40-year-old man, all right. My show's over. Like no one's gonna let me on these shows in a few years. Like, just leave me alone. Like, you have your own franchise.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. I thought overall though, bro, I mean, the dumbness of these people is what is one of my all-time favorite things. It's a great cast. It really is. Nice seeing Wes uh lying badly. That was great with Boston Rob. They're obviously not going to be aligned. That's
That'd be that. I mean, I would like to see them go after each other.
they're going to definitely. I think if Rob comes back on the plate, I do think Wes will be a big proponent of others also pushing it. I don't think he's going to align with them. I think they've been destined to never really align. They're both kind of the same player in a
Yeah.
lot of ways.
Yeah.
Wes is just a little more vocal and has the bravado because he plays the character a little bit more
Yeah.
than Rob does.
Yeah.
Rob is just himself, I feel like.
Yeah.
Like I mentioned, we are doing UK Series 3 finale tomorrow night. We're covering a ton of other shows, Love Island All Stars, Singles Inferno, Southern Charm, Southern Hospitality, just finished Love is Blind Germany, Love is Blind US comes back Valentine's Day. Bachelor comes back at the end of this month, and we also have Survivor 48 premiering in February as well. So look out for all of those reviews, plus a ton of other stuff. Just follow us here, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all the reality guys. But until next week for US, tomorrow night for UK, thank you so much for watching.